Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia, and was sadly assassinated on April 4, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee. He was an African American Baptist minister and an African American civil rights leader. Through his impeccable leading style and powerful messages to the world, he single-handedly enacted a major change in the minds of political leaders, which gave way to African Americans gaining more rights in America. A very famous quote made by him was, "I have a dream," which was the name of his well-known speech that helped change the face of America today. Malcolm Little was born May 19, 1925 in Omaha, Nebraska, and was also sadly assassinated in Washington Heights, New York on February 21, 1965. Malcolm X was an African American human rights activist. He preached self-worth to the community of blacks in America and tried to teach many to reflect on where they came from and what they have accomplished, while also teaching them to love themselves and appreciate who they are and what they have. Rosa Parks was born on February 4, 1913 in Tuskegee, Alabama, and unfortunately died on October 24, 2005 in Detroit, Michigan. Rosa Parks was a civil rights activist who played a major role in the equality of blacks and whites in America. One of her many commitments to trying to provide equality for everyone was refusing to move to the back of a bus to let a white individual sit. Through her strong involvement in the community, she gained these titles from the United States Congress called the First Lady of Civil Rights and the Mother of Freedom Movement. Some of history's most important battles don't take place in a war zone. Sometimes freedom is won in the pristine halls of a courtroom, and there were few warriors more skilled in that area than Thurgood Marshall. Born in 1908 to a school teacher and a railroad porter, Marshall became a lawyer and fought for social justice as the staff lawyer of the NAACP. His most famous case was Brown versus Board of Education of Topeka, 1954, where Marshall successfully argued that educational facilities that separated students by race were not equal. This wasn't the only time Marshall would take on the highest court in the land in pursuit of justice. In fact, Marshall argued and won more cases before the Supreme Court than anyone else in American history. Eventually, Marshall's position in the courtroom shifted from the courtroom floor to the judge's seat. Thurgood Marshall became the first black Supreme Court justice in the U.S., gaining a reputation for expanding civil rights and protecting the American people from systems of oppression. Known as the jewel of the Harlem Renaissance, Zora Neale Hurston was one of the most successful and most impactful Black women writers of the 20th century. Hurston grew up in the first incorporated all-Black town in the country in Eatonville, Florida. Eatonville was a large inspiration from where her stories were based. Over the course of her life, Hurston published 4 novels, 2 books of folklore, an autobiography, multiple short stories, numerous essays, articles, and plays. Her literary voice was lyrical, authentic, and didn't pull any punches when it came to the reality of the Black experience. By her death in 1960, Hurston was a renowned anthropologist, author, playwright, and folklorist. Without a doubt, Zora Neale Hurston's voice is a vibrant thread in the tapestry of the Harlem Renaissance. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you like this, and watch out for our next video. Thank you for watching.